This is just like a side conversation I do want to say real quick of like, there have been obviously the anti-DEI, the grifters, all the bums and stuff like that. People with stupid opinions all over the place. And basically there was like this two people. I think it was Malik 4Plays. Shout out Malik, who I see on TikTok. Again, one of our mutuals on there. And then Ronell or 8-Bit Closed Fist. They were talking about, okay, like one person, I think Malik was like, yo, we like I don't know if we should pay these grifters like that much mind when they do some stupid shit, like down to like certain users who like say stupid opinions. And then 8-Bit was on the other side of like, yo, nah, we should probably call all of them out and like, you know what I'm saying, be like, we need to kind of nip this in the bud and be like very much like, hey, we need to show you how stupid you are and squash the roach as it's there. Like, and I'm in between two minds because I'm like, I think both are kind of valid approaches, but I'm just like, damn, it's tough to call. I don't know how y'all feel about that though.
No, I agree with you. I mean, you know my opinion from personal conversations, but like my whole thing is like, I used to be very much like, I'm gonna call you out for being dumb as fuck, but I also just don't want to. I'm sorry, I'm just checking the time on the thing. Did I talk about Death Stranding for 20 minutes? That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
Hey, you was cooking, bro. You was cooking.
My fault, y'all. My fault. That shit hit a nerve.
Hey, listen,
anyway,
you good.
I won a deathmatch, by the way.
That's so funny. But nah, I used to be very much like, bro, just ignore them and they'll go away. But they aren't. Like, they aren't going away. And I definitely agree with you that there's two sides to this coin. On one side, you have people who are like emboldened by the lack of people calling them out, because then they're gonna be like, oh well, I don't have to worry about my dumbass takes, because nobody's gonna call me out on this shit. And it does make it so that people who are bad faith like people who are just grifters can seem like they know what the fuck they're talking about because nobody's trying to argue with them. On the other end, I'm also somebody who has recently just like been protecting my peace in general in all aspects of life. So it's really hard for me to really sit there and be like, damn, let me go ahead and record this TikTok, stitch this motherfucker, talk about how stupid he is, for him to then stitch me, use me as his content fuel, and then we're going back and forth in this cycle of motherfuckers being dumb, right? And that's kind of like where I'm at with, where it's like, I kind of sometimes would rather uplift, but even when you uplift, it just doesn't, people would rather see you dunk than to see you uplift a game. So is it more beneficial to me to dunk on an idiot, on some dude who's an incel, or would it be more beneficial for me to talk about a video game? Which one are people going to click on more, and which one will actually benefit the grand scheme of things more? And that's really a conversation you kind of have to have with yourself internally as well. It's like, do you really want to keep going back and forth with these people? And some people, I can't remember his name, but he was cooking people who were talking shit about Avowed. That's when I first ran into him.
Oh, yeah,
but he's just like,
yeah.
Is it that dude? Because it's not
It's a black dude, correct?
Yeah, it is a black dude, but he's not on camera with the mic and the.
Oh, never
CD.
mind. That is not Ronell. It's not him.
There's another dude. I gotta send you his shit. He's actually really funny.
I think it might have been a person that 8-Bit replied to, but I think I know who you're talking about. I can't remember his name off the top of my mind.
But he was somebody else who was like, I'd rather speak on it, and I'm not angry or yelling or anything like that. I'm just giving you concise reasons why what you guys are saying is wrong and dumb, and why you shouldn't think this way anymore. And I kind of agree. Like, and honestly, I think if we're going to stop, if everybody's gonna stop talking about it, then it's fine, you know, protect your peace. But if you got people rallying behind you, like you have all these other creators talking about it, I don't see why not? You know, expose them for who they are, truly. Because at the end of the day, if you walk into fucking Ass Man Gold's house and you're like, wow, this shit smells like fucking shit, and you're like, you're really gonna keep taking advice from the motherfucker whose house smells like shit? I wouldn't. Like, I think that's like a real conversation motherfuckers should have. It's like, yo, who are you following? Do you get any kind of, let's move sex off the table. Do you get any kind of love? Does anybody really fuck with you outside the motherfuckers online? You know what I'm saying? When you leave the crib, are motherfuckers excited to see you come home? Nah, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, you pull up to the function, are people like, oh, or are people like, oh, you know, like, but that's what I'm saying is like, I just live in a world different from them, I guess. Like, when I wake up in the morning and I see like, damn, planes are falling out of the sky, bruh, I'm like, fuck, this is a real problem, because I want to go places. If your biggest problem is a black woman in video games and not the fact that airplanes are falling out of the sky, you might have no real life, to be honest with you. Like you may not be focused on the real shit that's going on in life. Because if you're sitting here and telling me like I can't travel anymore, damn, I have to stay at the crib, that's kind of whack. That's a kind of a whack way to live. And I'm tired of arguing with motherfuckers who have no life about video games, because at the end of the day, I'm not gamers like y'all. I do play games as much as y'all, and I love games probably more than y'all. But at the end of the day,
I'm gonna have to correct your statement right there. You more than likely play games more than most of these niggas, bro. You play more games than most of these niggas because they just parrot in points off of people that they watch all the time that they probably shouldn't even be listening to. I'm gonna keep it a stack right there. A lot of these people, I ain't gonna lie, they don't be doing nothing, bro. They don't be doing nothing except for being online and giving grifter ass takes that they heard from the next man. That's what they on. So I gotta amend that statement, but continue.
Like, at the end of the day, I'm just living a different life than you, so your opinion doesn't really matter that much to me. You know? Like, that's what I think it really comes down to, is like, we need to stop listening to people who don't really live life. Like, I'm not gonna listen to a motherfucker who's in his crib all day and he's just like, man, these games are so boring. It's like, no, brother, you're depressed. I'm not. When I get home, I haven't played a game this year that I was like, wow, this shit is ass. I can't believe I bought it. Like, literally no game have I played that I was like not happy with. That I took the time out of my day to record a video on to shit on it. There's been no game that ass. And I think there's been no game that ass in years. But because people don't have anything better to do than to shit on games, like that's y'all reality. And I'm not gonna live in the same space as y'all, unfortunately for you.
Yeah, that's one of them ones, man. I will put my amendment. Last time I did that shit was Redfall. That pissed me off, but that was a whole different situation. That was a game that deserved it, because it didn't work. Because it fully deserved it. Yeah, everything else is like
shitting on Forspoken. That shit looks fun as fuck.
Dog, like y'all be doing that shit for no reason. And this is the thing of like to like sum up a lot of what you were saying, like a lot of y'all take advice from people who you really shouldn't take like criticism from. You know what I'm saying? You know that quote? It's like, you don't take advice from people you wouldn't take criticism from. That shit. Like, y'all doing that. Because if you look at these people one to one in y'all real lives and like compare them to like people who you should actually probably look up to, you know what I mean? Like, you're like, bro, these guys suck. They just here for $1, bro. They just here pushing some bullshit agenda to get their money out and like push their hate narratives. Like if you step back from being a fucking loser for 2 seconds, you'd realize that. But since you want to be a loser, you're just gonna be stuck in that mentality, bro. And it's like when it gets to that point of you see what's going on or you feel it and you still want to do it, you want to stand on that. That's when you either got to get cooked or get moved out the way and treated like you're in obscurity, because that's where you should be. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. For all them people, again, doing all this other bullshit. The whole Deborah Wilson thing pissed me off as well, because I'm like, bro,
one of the greatest voice actors, like one of the greatest people in the fucking field, and they're like, DEI. Brother, I need you to DIE. Like, get out of my fucking face, dog. What are we talking about? What is this conversation, bro? Like, you guys are on some dumbass shit. And the fact that I really want to know if you motherfuckers would be roommates with the motherfuckers y'all share takes with. And if the answer is no, we know why. And it's because y'all stink. Take a shower.
Yeah, I'm about to say that answer is yes. I'm about to say your own stink must be masking your bullshit, bro. I tell you, like you must be, you know what I'm saying, nose blind to a lot of the fuckery you be on. Like, it's just shut the fuck up. It's simple, bro. So I don't know. In me, I'm like, I know that there will be days where I will be on Malik's side of like, I don't even want to engage with these people, but there will be some days where I want to be more on the 8-bit side of like, I need to tell you you're an idiot to your face, because the whole world needs to, we need to put scarecrows up, like examples of this idiocy, and make sure that this doesn't happen again. Make sure that people see this and know that this is what idiocy looks like, and it should be outlawed, outmoded. You know what I'm saying? If you do this, we will treat you the same way online. Like, no, that shit can't fly. So I understand both perspectives. And it's just contextual whenever people want to use it. As long as there is a number of people on both sides helping the payload go forward to a better place, I'm fine with that. That's all I'm saying.